Hey, you want to learn M024 with modules? Welcome, you are in the good place, I hope. This is a Jarefechi channel, sorry. I'm a bit bad in English again. So, we're gonna begin our volume 2 M024 core game, module 0 politics, as you know it already. Module 2 colonization and module 4 exodus, a bit more than the last volume. So I'm gonna explain for a while, not too long, and after we're gonna begin. First of all, I'm gonna explain the module 2. So the module 2 is colonization. It adds 2 more decks. It adds Bernals and colonists. Bernals are like space station with some abilities, and colonists are the kind of workers. They are working for you, and you see they must be, I mean, they can be human or they can be robots if there is not this indicator. I will show you later. So they can be robots, and in fact they can be earthborn colonists or spaceborn colonists. In this deck it will be only earthborn colonists because we are playing with a bit of module 4, but not everything because we don't have module 1. So I don't want to, I will just add few layers more than last volume, but that's it. Okay, so for Bernals and module 2 colonization, sorry, you got a new playmat like this. So it's independent. It got like you know, the trust numbers, fuel strips, and you get 2 kinds of Bernals because you get a limit of 2 Bernals during the game. Okay, so for the Bernals, I'm gonna explain the fastest way I can and the easiest as I can. So you see it's a yellow card, well, I mean yellow but white card, and it can be purple. So if it's purple behind, it's because it can be promoted. You see the colony dome here. So the Bernal get a mass, radiation harness, and a support. The majority of Bernals require generator. They get a capacity like indicated home, because you're gonna see it can be home Bernal or BEO Bernal, beyond Earth orbit Bernal. So if it's home Bernal, it's gonna have this ability. If it's a BEO Bernal, it will not have the ability. But they both can be promoted. Okay, I mean, it's gonna be harder. I'm gonna explain. So you see the trust triangle. It's like a gray triangle. 3 burns for you get a power stat, and every burn costs 3 steps of fuel. Okay, you remember the clarification video normally, and it's dirt. It's not aqua. You can fulfill with aqua, but it's like a gray triangle, and it can be promoted on the atmospheric colony site. You see the little cloud here? So if you got a colony on, for example, Mars, because there is a cloud symbol on Mars, you can make a promotion operation, and you will have this. Okay, so Mars gonna be a beyond Earth orbit colony. So it's not home orbit. Home orbit, there are these circles. You got many. I don't show you all of them. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 around Earth. 9. They got this little symbol, dark symbol around. So this is a place where you can anchor. Anchoring is a new operation. I'm gonna talk about it. But you can anchor a burnel in this place, and it's gonna be home burnel. Okay, so it's gonna be your new bank. It's no more LEO, low Earth orbit. It's now home burnel. Okay, so it's gonna be your bank. It's gonna be like your boosting place. If you want, you can still choose the helio boosting as a standard cost, or the home burnel boost, but it's gonna double the cost. So if you want to boost a mass 5 equipment, it's gonna cost 10 aquas to boost. And normally now you can pay from your bank. So this little place here where you get aqua, it's no more LEO, it's your home burnel. So it's one of them, and you cannot. Maybe you can have 2 home burnel. I think you can have 2 home burnels. I never saw this, but maybe you can have. And it's not very interesting because you're gonna understand how it works. A home burnel, you just have to anchor it, so to do an operation of anchoring on the place. But you cannot promote it on this place because, for example, you see, you must have, you must have a colony connected. For example, I'm gonna show you on Mars. So if you want to anchor a burnel on Mars, you don't go on site. You are going on low Mars orbit, and you can anchor your burnel, but you are not anchoring it from nowhere. You need a factory already on site, on both sides or on one side. So it must be connected, if I can say that. If I can show you another place, for example, it's not a point to do this, but you can anchor a burnel here. It's adjacent, you know. Or it can be, even more, it can be anchored on a burn space. You anchored your burnel, don't spend fuel at 18 turn. I mean, you burn one time and you anchor it. But if you want to come with a cargo or something like that, you're gonna, when you enter the space of the burnel, you're gonna pay, to decelerate or something like that. And you can be, for example, like this place. I don't know if you're gonna see it. You can be here with this. For example, one factory here, or one factory, or both. If you get a factory here, it cannot be anchored. It must be on the spot here to be adjacent. And now, for example, you get a factory here. I will just put without a claim disk, but you understand. This site is now called a dirt site. And it will make some points because of the hydratation. So if you get a BO burnel like this, it's important to have hydration, or to get a purpose to have a burnel somewhere, you know. It can be the ISO bank if you have the isotope monetization, because we don't play with M1 module 1 right now. I will not talk about it. Okay. So it can be promoted. So, for example, I've got a factory here, and this is I don't know, a C. I don't know if there is. I don't think there is any. But if there is, I mean, it can be another place where there is a symbol, like in Titan low Titan orbit. The lander burn doesn't count, so it's adjacent, and you know this is atmospheric site or submarine site. So if you need a submarine site, you can promote. But because we are going to play with module 4 a bit more, and colonist and contract augmentation, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to explain very soon. I guess, yeah, when you promote a burnel, it's an operation, as I said, and you're gonna do, so I'm gonna talk about action, I mean, free action and operation. You're gonna have, when you anchor the burnel, you're gonna have exomigration. Exomigration, you take the first colonist on the deck and you put it on your home burnel, in your home burnel. Even if you anchored a BEO burnel, you need to put it on a home burnel. If you don't have a home burnel and you anchor, for example, a BEO burnel or somewhere else, you put the colonist into LEO. Okay? Okay, so this is the name is called exomigration. If your burnel anchor is white, like this side, not promoted, you got one colonist. When you promote this, you got two colonists. Okay? So you get one more. And if you got, so if you know, if you got two standard burnel, you got two colonists. If you got one promote and one standard, it's three colonists. And if you got two promoted burnels, you got four colonists. A promoted burnel, it's called a lab. It's indicated here. A lab, and it can help to promote equipment without the necessity of the colony here. If you get a colonist, for example, we can be promoted. I will show you. I got a promoted burnel, and I got this guys in the spot. It can be promoted at the lab without the requirement of this type of colony because it is at the lab. Okay? Sorry, it's a bit out of focus, but I don't want to lose too much time. So, if I remember correctly, you can promote everything, even a burnel at a lab. So you can promote a burnel at a promoted burnel, so at a lab, without the requirement of the colony. But you must have the right colony, so you can't promote a gigawatt thruster, terawatt thruster at a lab, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Two new free actions: exomigration and an anchor. An anchor is you lose your colonist and your burnel can move. You can, if you were anchored at the home place, you can put full of dirt because you can refuel, like it's I don't have the explanation exactly, but you can refuel full and you can move. Okay? So, and second, yeah, unanchored, I did it. You lose your dome because when you anchor a burnel, you're gonna put a dome like a little colony dome on it. Okay, so you're gonna lose your dome and you're gonna lose your colonist. If you get more colonists than the anchored burnal, you're gonna lose a colonist. Okay, and now it's become mobile. So in the case of operation, you got nanofactory operation, then you can create mobile factory, but it's when using module 1 and 2. So we don't have nanofactory operation right now. We get the promotion operation, but it's going to be different because we are playing now with module 4. I'm going to explain soon, and now it's available. Homesteading, you can build a colony at a factory without a colony. So you decommission a colonist and perform exomigration. So you must have a colonist on the place, you discard it, and you perform a colony. So it's pretty good at the end of the game if you want to make more points and to have more colony. And you got so it was a homesteading, and you got the anchoring operation. So you create a functional orbital colony, place colonial dome, and perform exomigration. When you anchor a burnal, you lose all the supports, radiators included. It's different than the industrialization, if you remember correctly. So now, I guess you got a good overview about module 4. Colonists can have truss triangles, they can have like ISIU value, and they have on the top right corner like delegate preference, if I can say that. So you can, when you exomigrate, you can put a delegate in the assembly. It's like the same when you put a colony. Maybe I missed the point, but when you put a colony on the map, so you put back your crew on Helio, but you can decide to put a cube in the color of the crew when you put a colony. Okay? So maybe the most important stuff right now and the most complicated stuff is because of the adding of module 4. So we're gonna have the contract like last time, but the promotion colony, I will not go too deep with the Starship and Isobank because we don't care, we don't have module 1. But the most important is gonna be we're gonna have 2 operations. We're gonna have a different promotion operation. It's still promotion, but it's tweaked, different, like without the module 2. And we get the implant operation. So I'm gonna explain this. And when we're gonna play with module 1, module 2, and module 4, we're gonna have everything. So this is the fullest version of promotion. So if you know this one, you can play without or you can play with. Normally you play with, but I mean, if you understand how it works, the promotion operation normally is just because of the colony requirement, if you remember. So it's easy now, normally. Oh, it's gonna be easy. Okay, I didn't say, but the Bernal, just to finish, they got some ability. Like your factory, I don't know if you see. Your factory assisted landing liftoff anywhere treat lander burns as normal burns. Lander burns, they are the burns with the little legs, you know. And you got prospector, they got purple, so they can be promoted, and there are a lot of time they are linked. So with future, and I mean they got a future, they can have a special ability. And for example, this colonist may build a space elevator like it was a freighter, or if there were a freighter here. So even without module 1, we can build a space elevator maybe. So the most important part now is the promotion. So now to promote, it's not so simple, and this is how the game getting harder and longer, is because when you want to promote, you must have a collocated colonist with required number of augmentations. Augmentation, if they are like the colonists, you're gonna put some sheets on them, and they're gonna have they are like a cyborg or transhumanity stuff. You get different shapes of this, and you get a little player head. So I'm gonna show you already it's like this. You're putting this kind of you're putting this kind of stuff on your colonist. So for example, you got the goo on the top. If you choose to put a C goo, your factory is also carbon factory. So even if you are on M site and you get a factory, this factory is also a C site. So you can easily produce a C card. +1 hydration, you understand that it's easier to prospect, or you can prospect more site. You can have a Reagan 1, ISIO 1, or Buggy 2, or Parenthood. Maybe we're gonna see it, but maybe not. It can have a child, so it can change. It will take some time. Or you can have +1 delegate move during fundraise. Your colonist is mass 0. You can pay Fino with fuel tanks, because normally when we're gonna play with M4, when the isobank is around, I mean, normally you have to pay your Fino from your bank, but with this augmentation, you are allowed to pay Fino from your fuel tanks, so from your rocket. Onboard pulse generator, or X reactor, or you can site refuel +1 isotope or +2 aquas, and there is a limit. You cannot, if you get multiplier, it will not work. I mean, it's 3 isotope and it's 21 aquas, if I remember. And the most important part, because this is the augmentation, when you're gonna implant, do implant operation, you can choose to implant augmentation from your colonist, or at your colonist, onto your colonist. But you must be at your anchor burnal. So for example, I get fulfilled this contract. You see, there is 2 augmentation here, a heart and a jar, and I can implant 1 sheet or 2 sheets on my colonist. But you get a requirement because of the implant. It's you must have a BEO colony, so you must have a colony somewhere at start of the turn, and cybernetic on fulfilled contract. So cybernetic is like the augmentations, so you must have a contract with cybernetics. It's like the heart here. So if I get fulfilled this contract, I get a cybernetic, I get a colonist, for example, I can implant. And my colonist must be I'm at anchored burnal, and I must have a BEO colony at the start of the turn. So the promotion, because I was talking about promotion, but I'm doing a bit intricated together. You must have a collocated colonist with a required number of unique augmentation at the promotion colony or lab burnal. So you must be at the colony to meet the requirement, or if you got a lab, you can be at the lab with the colonist. And what is the difficulty here? The difficulty here is because if it's working, you must have, for a colonist, you must have one augmentation. To promote a colonist, you must have one augmentation. So, for example, you get a colonist, you implant him or her an augmentation, then you can promote this colonist if he's the good colony. Okay? Freighter, you must have a colonist with one augmentation, with two augmentations, sorry. Oh, I mean, it's not really easy. You must have colonists, one or many, with the number of augmentation. So you can have one colonist with two augmentation, or two colonists with one augmentation, but they must be collocated with the freighter and in the good place, so on the lab, so promoted Bernal, or at the colony who can promote. Okay, Bernal, 3 augmentations, gigawatt thruster, 4 augmentations, and completed at least 1 gold-say Exodus contract or Exodus contract. So to promote a gigawatt thruster into a terawatt thruster, we will not do it now, but you have you must be in the isotope monetization. If you remember what I talked earlier, I mean in the last volume. So you see, it's a bit different than before, because I mean, it's a bit maybe dry because I'm talking, but I think it's important to know this. I did the most, I mean, I tried to be the most concise or the most short timing to explain you this kind of stuff. Maybe it's a bit weird or you don't understand. I'm gonna do it step by step again, but I'm gonna be a bit faster on the first cycle, because you know it's buy a rocket or build a rocket or build a Bernal and try to promote a Bernal first or early Bernal to move. There is few strategies. A lot of people like to promote, I mean to anchor Bernal fast. So it depends, because it's gonna cost more to boost. Okay, I still get the green faction, but I choose Anonymous, and Anonymous is 1 mass, 4 radiation harness, Bugin missile ISIU 4, a pretty decent triangle, and the faction privilege is open source Fino, so the cost of Fino is 3 aquas. I forgot something very important. I hope you're gonna listen to me until until now. My faction privilege is blocked. I need to have a home Bernal, a anchored home Bernal. So I need to have a home Bernal to have my privilege. So until I don't have, I mean until I have this, my home, my faction privilege is blocked. Okay. So thanks to listen. We're gonna begin right now. Maybe I will put a timestamp to this, and let's go. We're gonna begin. So I didn't talk about it, but there is a Bernal. There is 2 Bernals who can trigger isotope monetization. This is a Geo Bernal and Loopstrap Bernal. I don't talk too much about it, but it can, if somebody anchor it early, it can trigger isotope monetization. So Fino is now in isotope, and it can be bad for a lot of people. Okay. So I'm gonna buy a patent. I didn't put the aquas, so now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aquas. you don't count the colonist deck. So I got 7 decks, so I got 7 aquas at the beginning. Sorry. So now I'm gonna buy, the active law is centrist, so I don't have any interesting stuff. I'm gonna buy the thruster and with the generator, the reactor, sorry, for 2 aquas. So I did my operation, no anything else. Event 6 anarchy, so I'm losing my faction privilege, but it's already blocked. Felonies, etc. I forgot maybe last volume, when there is anarchy, you must roll a die, 4, and if there is a delegate in 4, so if you're playing solo, if you got 1 delegate, you lose your delegate, and if you are playing multiplayer, every player with a delegate in the number, it's a purge roll. And thanks for the people who are watching the video and watching the mistake. It's important because I'm talking a lot with you and I'm a bit everywhere thinking what can I do in English, etc, etc. It's a bit hard, so thanks, because I made some mistake. Feel free to check the comments. Some people are talking about the mistakes or what they can think there is if there is a mistake. So thanks to share this. It's important. So I did my first year, and I did my first year. There is now in the market. There is now in the market the solar sail. It can be interesting, but I guess, you know what? I'm gonna buy. Maybe I'm gonna buy the Robonaut. Oh, I'm gonna change the law first. So I'm gonna do a fundraise operation. So yeah, I take 1 aqua. I take 1 aqua, and I'm looking. I'm gonna put a delegate in freedom, and I'm gonna change the law in equality, so I can buy more patents right now. I'm gonna look for the contracts, because the contracts here, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not too bad. The destination is Kritna. Kritna is very close to the Earth. I got secured abilities and secured. During anarchy, I retain faction privilege. I'm immune to felonies. Okay, so it's not good for now, but for later. I got 9 aquas in advance, 3 victory points, and a goo cybernetics or augmentations. So and my rocket is close to be flyable right now. There is a solar sail too. I'm gonna take this contract. So it's not in my hand limit, it doesn't count. And I'm gonna take for 6 years flat because I'm playing solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm putting the time. And I'm gonna take 9 aquas in advance. 3, 6, 9. Okay. So now I got a bit of money. Sorry. Normally I didn't forget something. So I did my operation. I cannot do anything more. We are entering in yellow season. So there I got few choice from me right now. I can take this M radiator, and it can fulfill my reactor needs of 2 radiators, and or the solar sail. If I take the solar sail, I can go for free in Kritn, so it can be very nice, but I need to take my crew, I guess, to pass through the radiation, and I will not spend fuel. I will not spend fuel to go, because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burns. I need 5 burns, and with a solar sail, I will be, because of the mass, I will be 2 net thrust. So 2 net thrust. 2 net thrust. Yeah, we'll go in, because I'm in Earth's heliocentric zone. I will be one burn, 2 burns, but maybe I need to wait in the radiation. So 1, stop, go, stop. So 1 stop, 2 stop, 3, 4, 3, 4. In 4 years I can be there. I will be in red season, but I don't have to return. The contract doesn't mention return. So I can go with my thruster, and I got a good modifier, a half of a consumption, and my consumption is 3 steps per burn, so it's 1.5 because of my modifier. So 1.5. It can be nice, but I will be 5 mass. Maybe it's very expensive, because 1.5 steps for 5 burns. So if I count 2 steps per burn, it's 10. So 10 steps, it's pretty a big amount. I mean, if I want to keep my money, I think the best to go can be the solar sail. So I'm gonna buy the solar sail for 1 aqua as an operation. And I got 3 patents in my hand. I'm gonna try to show you. Sorry. Okay, next year we got an event. 2 inspiration. So top to bottom, all the contracts active. So not the project Exodus contract, and the markets, every DEX. Okay. So as an operation, I'm gonna boost, because I got my contract. So this is my operation, 0 mass for the, and I'm gonna boost the thruster too, because it's a 0 mass, so the both thruster are 0 mass. And I'm gonna put my solar sail in rockets, and maybe the crew with me, I guess. I'm gonna think about it. Oh no, I will not take my crew, because my I don't. Wait. And I need to boost my contract, so I need to pay 2 for the contract, because the mass of the contract is 2. I forgot this. So my mass gonna be 2 for the moment. So it's not very good, because my net thrust is 1 right now, because of the mass. So I guess I'm gonna take my crew with me too. So my mass is 3. So I got a dry mass of 3. I got my thruster, my solar sail is immune. But my should I take my crew? Because my contract, it's a military contract, and it's immune to it's not immune, I mean, but there is a radiation hardness of 6. My solar cell is immune, so if the most important piece is my contract, if I go in a radiation space, if I roll what, a 6, because we are in yellow season, so 6 minus 1 is 5. My thruster is immune and my contract is safe. So I don't have to take my crew, and even more my crew got a radiation hardness at 4. So if I put my crew, they can die, but they can take the glory sheets. I mean, I don't care. I don't care because this is a Mars. No, this is a Earth heliocentric zone. Oh, come on, I will take my crew. In fact, I will just lose my crew, but I will just lose the opportunity to have the glory sheet. So, my rocket, lowest orbit, sorry, I'm a bit slow. 1 burn because this is my net thrust, mass 3. And we're gonna enter right now, right away, the radiation space. And we're gonna roll a 1, so 6, 1 minus 1 is 0, so I'm safe. My crew is safe. Good. So I did the boost. It was, I don't remember if it was this turn. Yeah, it must be this turn. Okay. Next year, there is another M radiator, but they are not really, it's less interesting than before. But there is a laser ray gun C, and I guess on this one it's pretty good, but I'm gonna buy the ray gun with a radiator. Oh, and it's a M Robonaut, and my maybe I made a mistake, I'm not sure. Anyway, I did my operation. Next turn, event 5. So I'm gonna discard my radiator. And I guess it was, this one was before the inspiration. I didn't flip. It's sad because it was best. And so I took this one, but I lose it already. Okay, so I'm gonna move my rockets. So still 1 net thrust, 1 here, and I guess I'm gonna stop here. Why? Because I'm gonna be in a Venus zone. So next turn I'm gonna have a +1. So my net thrust is 2 right now. I mean next year. Normally you don't do it right now, but I will do it just to not forget. Okay. And what can I do right now? I'm gonna buy the Robonaut, the other one, with the generator for 1 because of the low, because they are M stuff and it's pretty good. So what is this behind? Oh, it's a 1 ISIO missile. Not very good. Okay, I did my operation. Next year we are in red season. Not very good. So my net thrust is 2, so it's free. I mean it's Lagrange. 1, 2 burns, I'm staying here. Okay, I did my operation, I did my movement, I didn't do my operation. I'm gonna do I'm gonna sell patents for 3 aquas. I cannot sell 2 because the active law is equality and not freedom. Okay, I did everything. We are in a timing. The contract is now in the timing. I'm a bit slow because now my net trust is 1 because of the heliocentric zone. So 1 burn, and I'm gonna stop here. I was there, 1 burn. I'm gonna stop here. Why? Because I cannot land, because my net trust is 1 and the mass site is 1. So I will have to use my crew. So now what can I do? There is a pretty interesting burnal. The home capacity is to gain power sat faction privilege. So I guess I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna take the burnal and the generator with it. Okay. So I did my operation, my movement. Next year, so I go through this. I'm gonna pay the amount of the contract is 3. I got the late fee. So I need to put 3 aquas on it, because this is the late fee I need to pay. But right now, so my crew is taking the lead, so my net trust is 14, even more 15. I'm landing on Crete, and my contract is fulfilled. So I put back this in the pool. I take my contract, I'm gonna put it here, for example. So now I can, if I got a colonist, I can implant in my colonist this GO augmentation. And the GO augmentation is factory is also carbon, pretty nice, or +1 hydratation. So for example, if I go on a M side, because I got a lot of M cards, I can ET produce my C Robonaut or my C generator. And my C Robonaut is a 0 ISIU ray gun, so it's pretty good. And this one, oh, not very good, but not a problem. Okay, so I fulfilled this. It was a free action to fulfill it. I put back my timestamp. I forgot something I was thinking about. Yeah, I'm taking the glory sheets from Earth in my crew, because they are the first human landing on this heliocentric zone. And now I don't remember if I did an operation again. I need to put a reminder, because I guess I didn't do it. I must did a roll. I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember. I need to do a reminder. Like, I will, yes. Nice. I'm gonna put this M, movement, operation, and free action, but free action I don't care. So operation movement. I got this around. So I'm sorry if I did an operation already. I don't remember if my burnal was this year or last year. So I'm gonna think about my rocket. I think I did my movement, but I didn't do my operation. Sorry if I already did my operation. I get this, but I can have a burner, but I need to have money. I can boost my burner. I get a burner with a generator. So, but I need money. Why? Because the burner, the mass, they are always 10, and I get a generator of 3. So I need at least 13 aquas to boost. I need at least 13 aquas to boost, and I need a bit of fuel. So I guess because I did already my I finished my contract, there is a contract where I need to go to Echeclus. Echeclus is a bit far away in Jupiter in Saturn heliocentric zone, and there is not too much of burns. So I guess I'm gonna do a fundraise. So I'm gonna take 1 aqua. I will change the law or no? Yeah, I'm gonna put a delegate in individuality, and I'm gonna change the law for individuality because now boosting is a free action. I need to pay, but it's a free action, so it's pretty good. And I'm gonna take no, wait, because I want this one, because this one is Echeclus and return, and it gives me 20 aquas. So I will not put delegate, I will just took the aqua, and I'm gonna take the contract, this contract, because it's gonna give me 20s in advance. So I'm gonna have a lot of money to boost and to fulfill the contract normally. So 2. So now I did my operations. I'm gonna take this back. I'm gonna put the contract stamp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I got a lot of aquas. Okay, pretty good. And how much I'm looking for the burns I'm gonna have. So I did everything I can do. So I'm moving the time, red season 4. The event is pad explosion. I got my thruster 0 mass, but it's just only equipment, so it's gonna be destroyed. I don't really care, in fact. Okay. Oh my god. I need to find a radiator. I thought I got a radiator, I don't have one. Oh, not good. Not good. So my rocket gonna move here. I got my mass is 1, sorry, now. So my net thrust is 2, so I can lift off with my solar sail. So 1, 2, stopping there. Okay. I did my movement. I don't know, maybe it's a W more. Yeah, but who cares? Okay, and as an operation, I really need a radiator right now. Or I can boost my burner. because there is one more important stuff when you get a burner, and I'm gonna take a letter to remind it. And I will have the power set. And my unfortunately my thruster doesn't have the power set. Okay, anyway, I can boost, or I can try to find another radiator, but I don't have enough space in my hand. I got many cards. So what can I do? The radiation harness is bad. The best is I need a rocket so I can transport my burner as a cargo. So as an operation, I need to boost. As an operation, or I can sell something. I can sell this one. I need a reactor, I need a robonaut. I mean, not the now, but if I get a robonaut, it's better. I hope there is no pad explosion because it's pretty expensive. Okay, I'm gonna boost my thruster for 0, my robonaut and my reactor 3 each, so for 6 I'm gonna boost 3, 2, 6. Okay, it was my operation. So I did my movement. I cannot do free action. Next year we are in blue season right now, first year of the blue season. And now I need to move my rocket first. Still 2 net thrust. 1 here, 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna buy a card, and I'm gonna buy a generator with a radiator, I guess. So I did my operation. Next year, event 4, fuck me, it's a pad explosion, so I miss my robonauts. It's destroyed. 3 aquas. It's not good at all. Okay. Okay. It's not good. So as an operation, as a movement, I'm gonna go still 2 radiation on 2 net thrust. Radiation 1 -2. Okay, I'm safe. Burn. Hello. I'm back. Ticker tape parade. My crew is back here. And everything is collocated. So I did my movement. I need to do an operation. As an operation, I guess I'm gonna fundraise. I'm gonna change the law. I'm gonna put a cube here in individuality, and I'm gonna change the law in freedom, so I can sell 2 patents. So we are done. 1 cycle already. We have 3 years left to go to Echeclus. Echeclus is here. I don't know if you see the place, but it's pretty far. So I'm gonna stop for this first part of this volume 2 with iFrontier for all, module 0, module 2 colonization, and a part of module 4. This is a step-by-step playthrough for beginners or for people who want to learn or just to watch. I hope it's okay for the moment. Thanks. Feel free to comment, subscribe, or follow me. Add more followers, it's better for the channel. And to check my TP channel if you want to donate. Thanks a lot. I hope you had very fun with me because I'm a fun guy. Yeah. No, it's pretty boring for the first part. I mean, for me it's cool, but maybe for you, I don't know. I hope you understood everything. If you got questions, feel free to ask. And see you later. Bye bye.